Welcome to the Gold Kriggy 6 guide for Cold War. I'm getting super close to DM Ultra. I'm only 5 guns away now, so within the next week, the complete DM Ultra camo guide should be up on the channel once I'm done DM Ultra myself, and that will be the guide that covers everything completely in depth with every single weapon in the game and future DLC weapons to come if you guys want a full condensed guide rather than going gun by gun. Anyway, in the meantime, we're going to talk about the Krig 6 and the best ways to get gold on this weapon. Fastest way to unlock camos is to be max level, where the higher your weapon level is, the more camo challenges you can work on simultaneously, and the better attachments you will have unlocked. Speaking of weapon attachments, I either will run the Microflex LED or the 3x axial arm optic on the Krig 6, just depending if I'm running on Nuketown or just any other map. For my barrel, I will always run the takedown barrel with assault rifles, especially after getting my first few gold. The takedown barrel, 150% damage range increase, perfect. For my grip, I run the field agent gripped for an improved recoil control, and for my handle, I will always run the airborne elastic wrap, and I use these attachments on every assault rifle regardless of what it is. So if you are working on an assault rifle, I highly recommend these attachments. And all the assault rifles have the same camo categories. Unlocked at weapon level 0 is spray, and that requires you to get 300 eliminations. At weapon level 5, stripes is 100 headshots. At weapon level 10, you have to get classic, which is 20 bloodthirsties or 5 kills in a single life, with all your kills coming from the Krig 6. At weapon level 20, geometric requires you to get 50 long shots. At weapon level 30, Flora requires you to get 57 kills while enemies are detected via Scorestreaks or field upgrades, or if they're stunned by your equipment. At weapon level 40, you have to get 50 kills against enemies behind cover for the science category, and at weapon level 50, you are required to get 25 double kills for the psychedelic category. Once you complete all camos in all of these categories, you will then unlock gold. Diamond once you get gold for every weapon category, and DM Ultra once you get every base camo in the game for the base weapons. Going in depth to the camo challenges and what you can do to accelerate and boost your time unlocking gold for these weapons, the first thing we're going to cover, eliminations and headshots for the first 2 weapon camo challenges. With eliminations, you will automatically complete this challenge. Just because of how the math works in the game, you will always complete your eliminations either before you have your gun at max weapon level or before you complete all your other camo challenges. For headshots, it should also be the same thing. If you are a person who doesn't aim for the head, you might struggle with this. So if you have to, slow down your game, force yourself to aim for the head, and if you're really struggling, in hardcore game modes, it is one-shot headshots at all ranges. I also recommend the axial 3x scope just because aiming for heads with it is extremely easy. With Bloodthirsties, you should have no issues getting 5 kills in a single life. You are required to do this 20 times, but because you're using a really strong overpowered assault rifle, you should have no issues. Run the maps that you are the best at, run the game modes that you are the best at. For this challenge, you also will be unlocking it naturally while doing your other camo challenges. So don't put too much time and effort into it unless it's one of your last categories, and then just play a little bit more conservatively. Hold down power positions and camp if you have to. Long shots are something I don't think anyone is going to struggle with assault rifles. I completed long shots in just a couple of games just by playing the new 24/7 Crossroads and Raid playlist. I just used the really long lines of sight, whether that's Riverside on Crossroads or the B flag side on Raid. Also, if you are playing bigger maps like the assault maps or the combined arms mosh pit maps, you will get long shots extremely easily just because of how accurate the Krig is. I did the long shots in 2 to 3 games just strictly by forcing myself in hardcore to use the Krig almost as if it was a sniper, hold back, and then just kill enemies at long ranges. Surprisingly, I have been inefficient with the Flora category, and it was just during the Krig that I found the absolute fastest way to do this camo challenge. Of course, try to run UAVs, harps, and the field mics as much as possible while using your stun and flash grenades, but if you play hardpoint, as long as the enemy team is always pushing the objective, you can set up your field mic where you can kill every enemy that comes from their spawn and you know exactly where they're coming from. Also, while using UAVs and harps, it's super easy to predict spawns. Of course, harps help in every game mode where you know exactly where every enemy is at all times while it's active. Hardpoint just flies through this camo challenge, and I was having a little bit of trouble in hardcore with it, just because I would always call in my UAV and then just continue to be spawn trapped or just die in really weird ways. So try hardpoint if you are struggling with this. Killing enemies behind cover, I highly recommend playing domination and hanging around the B flag objectives. There is lots of head glitches and cover for enemies to hide behind, especially just by every objective. If you don't like domination, hardpoint's a really good game mode when enemies are on or around watching sightlines of the hardpoint, or on the assault game mode and the combined arms. Great game modes where enemies are always behind cover and usually not paying attention to exactly where you are because there's so much going on. So easy kills behind cover. Just make sure those enemies are head glitching and whatnot. And the last camo challenge is double kills. 2 kills rapidly. Super easy to do. Objective game modes is the best place to do this at. You should complete this naturally just through regular gun progression and gun usage. If you are struggling, hit up Nuketown 24/7, play objective game modes like hardpoint, domination, assault, and hang out by the objectives. And double kills should be pretty easy. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike. There's no hard feelings. Subscribe for more videos in the future. Check the description for my Discord link if you guys want to come play with us when we do our open game nights, or just come and chat with us, as well as the full Dark Matter and Dark Ether camo guides are going to be down below in the description in the playlist. Subscribe for more videos in the future, and if there is one, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.